So again, this is just another example of solving radical equations. If you feel like you understand this, you totally do not need to watch this video, okay? So in this equation, we're gonna have the square root of 3x minus 21 equals x minus 7. Now to get rid of the square root, right, we're gonna square both sides. This is going to cancel out the square root. So we have 3x minus 21 equals x minus 7 squared. Now, we need to expand x minus 7 squared. So I'm going to do that by boxing, or you could do FOIL. X minus 7 squared is x minus 7, x minus 7. We're going to have x squared minus 7x minus 7x and positive 49. If you notice, we can combine this and this to give us negative 14x, and then the x squared and the plus 49. I can bring them down. So now I'm going to replace this with this because they're the same thing. So I have 3x minus 21 equals x squared minus 14x plus 49. Now, because this is a quadratic equation, in order to solve this, I have to move everything to one side. And I suggest moving everything to the side of x squared. So I'm going to subtract 3x on both sides, and I'm going to add 21 on both sides. When I do this, these are both going to cancel out, so I'm just left with 0 equals x squared minus 17x plus 70. Okay? Now, in order to solve this equation, I could do the quadratic formula, or I might as well factor. So I'm going to find the factor pairs of 70, which are 1 and 70, 2 and 35. Remember, you could go into y equals and then put 70 over x, and if you go to the table, it'll give you the factor pairs. But basically, the one that I'm going to use is actually 7 and 10, because again, I'm trying to get to negative 17. So I'm going to use 7 and 10, and both have to be negative. So I'm going to have x minus 7, x minus 10 equals 0. Now, in order to solve, I set each parentheses equal to 0. And I'm going to add 7 on both sides. I'm going to get x equals 7, add 10 to both sides, x equals 10. Okay? So now I have to do my check because one of these or both of these or none of these may be extraneous. So again, the original question was square root of 3x minus 21 equals x minus 7. So let's first check x equals 7. So I'm going to have square root of 3 parentheses 7 minus 21 equals 7 minus 7. If you were to put this whole thing in your calculator, or you can, some of y'all may be able to do it in your head, you're going to get 0. This also becomes 0. So this is a true statement, meaning that x equals 7, like that works. That's the solution. Let's try x equals 10. So we have the square root of 3 parentheses 10 minus 21 equals 10 minus 7. If you put this in your calculator, right, you should hopefully know this by now, you're going to get 3 equals, this also equals 3. So this one actually also works. So we have two solutions for this. We have x equals 7 and x equals 10, okay? At this point, move on to the practice. If you have questions, ask for help.